Hello everyone and welcome to another stream. And yeah, you're not exactly wrong, Natasik Panzer. I'm making coffee. Give me a second, okay? I just wanted to turn on the mic to tell, like, just give me a second, okay? Please. Actually, it's still boiling. There is something wrong with me. I cannot finish that video for the life of me. I spent the last 3 days doing almost nothing. Well, no, 3 days ago I was actually away. But the last 2 days doing almost nothing but working on the video. And I can't do it. What the fuck is wrong with me? Give me a second, everyone. The water's almost done. And now the water is done. Told you, give me a second and I'm back. Okay. Hi, the Reblox. Okay. I've run and I can't refine for the life of me. Yeah, I just hi the stump. Hi. I have an idea, by the way, for a future live stream, and by future I mean possibly tomorrow if we finish this in time. I want to do a tax avoidance stream. What do you all think about that idea? What do you think? A tax avoidance live stream. Does that sound like something that you all would watch? I'm not joking. I know I'm laughing, but I'm not joking. I am being completely serious. If we finish the video today, we can do a tax avoidance stream tomorrow, which you shouldn't be excited. It would be really fucking boring, but we can do it. It's also would be kind of funny as an act in itself, because that's a crime. No. Tax evasion is a crime. Tax avoidance isn't. Take that, you liberal. Tax avoidance is fine. Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, here's the thing. I am being taxed 30%. By America, because of course, and I think that if I could lower those taxes if I just paid them in Poland, but notice that I would actually need to do it. So give me a second, I'll be right. Let me just add some more water because I didn't add enough. But yeah, if I pay taxes in Poland, then by default, if I'm not mistaken, I will be paying less, which would be nice. That's it, because my phone doesn't have all the giant captures. Why I'm not gonna answer you if you can't listen to them. Azali posted today. Oh, I haven't seen. I haven't seen, mainly because normally it's music. You can't see that, but mostly because I've been working on the video. If you donate charity before you get taxed. But do you still get taxed? I mean, okay, here's the thing. If I don't know how American tax system works, to be completely honest. It's a confusing mess of a bureaucracy you've got in America. That's why I would, no offense. Well, I mean, take it as talking about taxes. I don't think anyone in America is really against that. But in Poland, it's also a bit of a confusing mess, because in every single country it's a confusing mess. But in Poland, I at least know how it works better. So yeah. Try quick, make it play the Nintendo to avoid taxes. You are joshing, but I mean, you do realize that if I paid taxes in Poland, okay? If I paid my taxes of YouTube in Poland, and then set up a business, I could possibly write off everything I buy for a video as a business expense. Well, not possibly, only definitely, because I'm buying them for videos. And almost everything I buy is for a video. I could, like, take the money I owe to the government and either pay my taxes with it or buy a 3D printer, even though I have one already. It's genius. I want it. But you know, we would need to do a tax avoidance stream first. I recorded everything I have for a video so far. So parametric equalizer first, because I need it desperately. Alright, let's see how it did work. It did, okay. Now let's see how it works. podcast voice, I think it was the one. Beta Academy. I'm just saying.
Okay, so first...
Sheesh, you are loud. You mind shutting up? Open volume mixer. What about the area? Oh, it's because, you know, volume as well. There we go.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic.
Oh, right, we need the sound of the logic gate switching, which I don't have. Gay up, eat sugar. I get it. I do both at the same time, actually, Reblex. What? I forgot about this. We do need some kind of sound for that. If... I forgot about it. Hold on. Production crate. Am I not logged into my account? Might not be. No, I am. That's good. It's just like firing noises outside of my... who cares? Now, hi there, guy. Wish me luck on the math grade exam, guys. Good luck. Good luck. You can do it. Let's see. Thunder and light rain. No. No, we're looking for more like bits. No, it's too hammy. That's too much. As tempting as Electric Blast would be, no. Let's do... That sounds like something that would be in the glitches category, but I don't know. It feels like it. May I? I may not. Alright then. Okay, as much as I like the new creative web design, could I please? I swear, the link has to be there. Oh, my Firefox just stopped responding for a second, that's great. Uh-oh. Oh, why does it keep like... This. Take me there. I just said... What's happening? Stop that. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. Okay, okay, so... Okay, hold on. Hold on. No! No! Stop! Stop it! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Websites, like, web browsers aren't the things that normally should crash. Oh my goodness, it was my... Oh, Dark Reese add-on. Jeez. Like, that kind of thing. Except... Hold on. Okay, but that's a bit too aggressive. That would get annoying over the course of the video. No. Like, yeah, blip. But like short. Kinda. Maybe. I don't know. What about this? That's too annoying. If only they weren't so annoying. Have you tried another web browser? I only have Firefox. Because I'm an old ass man who still remembers the days when Firefox was one of the only 4 web browsers in existence. Those were the good old days. That's a bit aggressive. If only it wasn't so like... I can feel it just punching my skull. Yeah, I don't think glitches will be the things. But there are a lot of these. We might have to do something with the blips. The browser had your mom, the browser had your dad. Meta irony. No, you can see who's a Jairish one. This maybe. MP3. Gimme MP3. Gimme. Alright, hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. You're hearing me out. I don't think you are hearing me out. Hear me out. This can work. Sound. Oh, why is all the sound in a single folder? Blip. That's what I'm gonna call this sound. It's gonna be a blip. Okay, now. We're gonna fix it. We need to fix it up a bit because otherwise it will be very annoying. But this will be the basis. Alright. I can't hear you. Wait, what do you mean? Your mic. What's happening with my mic? Not meta-irony. What do you mean this is not meta-irony? This is by definition meta-irony. Oh, Reblax, don't bait me. Hi, the Tefta. Hi. You'll make it. Oh, you see, old Mate, when you say that, this you have a track record of saying that and then doing things. Oh, what? Is my microphone wrong? Am I using the wrong... No, I should be using... Check Discord. Yeah, you see, I knew you were gonna say that. I had a feeling you were gonna say that. Wait, which one? Hold on. Hold on, I need to find it. Now is really not the time. No, my... Oh my god! That's so many! That is so many! Oh, that is so many. By the way, I do have to say one of them. I'm gonna show them to you. You said it in the Discord server, so I'm just gonna. This one, I feel you. You have a separate font in. I don't know if you noticed it, but every single time I show any of your art in any of my videos or anything, I always switch up the font for your nickname, because I always look for the font that has the L most pronounced, because it always terrifies me. So I get that one. The other ones are such a banger though. Oh hell yeah! Oh, this is from the best video I've ever made, by the way. So it's a struggle. But I mean, this is much better than what an AI could make. So, you know. It's been a while since I set anything on fire. It's been like, what, a week? It's been a week since I've set something on fire. I have the itch. I am gonna set something on fire today, but we need to finish the video first. Unfortunately, it's the grind. It's the grind. Taste test. Oh, straight. Oh, you better believe it. I'm always straight up thonking it. Oh, this is all so good. The All Matter Cycle, by the way, also. I hope you don't mind, but I will also steal this for the video because that is just true. That's just how you operate. That's just what happens. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, indeed. Oh, this is amazing. This is all... Oh, this is all great. Shut up. Piss off. Oh, damn it. Hold on. I need to... I'm sorry. This always happens when I'm in Oh, no, I'm in Germany right now, actually. That's the problem. Hold on. Let me leave Germany for a second. I have now left Germany, so OBS should stop bitching around. There we go. That's good. Oh, matter. I am gonna add it to this video. I hope this video will be good enough for it. I honestly do. I just love it so much. I can't remember. Hold on. Let me write it on my hand because I don't have a notebook near me. So that I don't forget. Oh, well, there we go. I written it on my arms that I won't forget to add it. It's a foolproof system. I look at my arms a lot. I am extremely vain and handsome. It's been a while since I sent something on fire. Yeah, it's been what, a week? I think it's been a week. When have I posted the I forgot video? I think it's been a week. It's been 2 weeks! Pain. Like, yesterday on stream I've almost electrocuted myself with the lightning at the end. But that's not fire, that's lightning. You can't just substitute one for the other, you need both in life. Did you finish the video with 100 zeros? I haven't. I'm fine. I am an oasis of peace. I have not finished that video. We're gonna finish it today. Because I am an oasis of... I don't know what's been happening with me recently. Past couple of days I have just not been my days, you know? What did you say? Make it? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, for that. There's plenty of fish in this pussy. But she was the only fish for me. I'm sure this pain won't last. It's like a broken arm. All I need to cast. That's another Vajaros reference. I need to make the sound, the beep boop. Or I could just say beep boop. Wait. I could just say beep boop. Hold on.
Okay, so first...
I could just say beep boop and use that. Should I do it? Hold on, everyone. Should I... Oh, whoops, my OBS turned off. Should we... Because, listen, it's gonna get really annoying. It's gonna be entire video. Oh, could I somehow auto-tune the audio to be more high pitch, low pitch? Well, I mean, there is pitch shift. Hold on, it would be quite funny.
Basic logic and the ways we can manipulate it. So here we've
Beep.
got a button connected to a cable.
Boop.
Either have it off.
Hold on, because this could actually work. Although it has to be a bit shorter. First we need to trim it to the extreme, then let's shorten it to like... That's terrible. I love it. could actually use all of them. Okay, there we go. Boing 2.0. No, nothing replaces the boing. That's so dumb. Hold on. Oh, I need to make it to shut up. You definitely hear it. That's a beep. Oh, it might be a bit tough to hear for y'all because, like, I haven't re-enhanced it, but that is most definitely a beep and a boop if I ever had one. Can I nest them together so that they would be... No, wait. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to group them. I meant to nest them. Can you nest audio in... You cannot, because this existence is hellish and we are just here to suffer. How to think of to sing can just spam advice until the computations are done. Hey Megan, long time no see. Energy advanced prep and can't watch regularly. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Damn, J-Rage, get out of my head. It's fine. I get it. I get it. There are things more important in my live streams. I understand. Trust me. The beep boop, I like them a lot. I like the beep boops a lot, but we would need to. I do want to nest them, and we're gonna have to cheese this because Adobe is just awful. Actually, no, wait, hold on. Let me nest them into a beep, and then let's nest them into a boop. It's so terrible. Alright, now let's unlink, delete the tops, and we have a beep boop. That's great. Now, beep, as we all know, okay, everyone watching obviously knows what that the beep is what happens when something is turning on, and the boop is when it's turning off. We all know that. So, right here we have... I'm just gonna add them by the bullet on this a bit and just add them all and see how it goes. Wait, which one is the beep, which one is the boop? Okay, so this one is the beep, the one was the boop. Boop. I think it should be a beep actually. Hold on, no. Boop, because that turns off. Boop, beep. This is gonna be so terrible. Then a boop. Then another boop. That will be on the backup third line. Like this. There we go. It is a crime that I have access to the internet, honestly. It is a crime. Someone should be punished for just letting me. There's a reason you Premiere Pro and not DaVinci Resolve. Program side, it's €60 a month. What, Adobe? No, actually, due to fraud, I don't have it for $60. I have it cheaper. But the main reason why I use Adobe is because back when I was editing for... Back when I was like animating for companies, everyone was using Adobe. It was the industry standard. And as such, that's how they got me hooked. That's how they do it. They got a monopoly, basically. And yeah, honestly, I probably will switch to DaVinci eventually. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll find some kind of open source video editor even better. Photoshop is pretty good though. Photoshop is good. Hold on.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic and the word.
This is so terrible.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with...
Okay, the boob has to be lower pitch. We all know that boobs are lower pitch. Children know this. No, that sounds more like me.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic.
I don't know if if it would be funnier if I actually delete this.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic and the
So terrible. Ooh, I love the Make It Back series. They're wacky little different Smiths ones. Can you imagine Make It having an actual job? They put a gnome costume on me. Is All Matter already hibernating, by the way? That was very brief. Just dumped in. It's exponential as well. This time it's 7, by the way. Last time was 4. I got fired. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. I'm so sorry, Mark. Are you doing okay? How bad is it? Do you have like a backup fund to, you know, to get you through the job hunting time? Yeah, and only 13 watching. Not only people who subscribe and forget. I feel like the biggest issue of my channel is that I am doing a lot of things at once. It's fine, it's a part-time job. Okay, I'm glad to hear them. You got me scared for a second. I really got worried.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic and okay, so first a quick refresher with...
This is terrible. This is awful. I get that well, kind of would be funny, but it's awful. Some got fractures in there. I just got a bandage for it. Jeez. Well, I hope you're feeling better as well. The beep boops are terrible, and I hate them. Why can't you just have... Is there a beep here, maybe?
ProductionCrate.com.
Hear me out. Okay, not this.
Production.
No, not this. Okay. Hear me out. This can work. This can in fact work. What happens if I just temporarily delete this and pop the audio gain by like 10 decibels?
Okay, so first a quick refresher with...
Okay, this is not as funny as it would be, okay, to just have the entire thing be me saying beep and boop. I think we will have to leave that for another video, because right here will get really annoying if I do this. So instead we're going to do 15, and then pitch Actually, no, 15 might be a bit much. Let's do it. 12. Okay, then... I kind of like it. What happens if I do reverse speed here? Speed duration, reverse speed. Nothing. Well, that's neat. Why is it nothing? I don't mean to be that guy, but why is my reverse speed not doing anything? This will not be great. But hey, I need to I want to try something. No, no, I hate this. And then pitch shifter. Shift it back up.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with...
I don't hate them, but I mean, I kind of hate them. You know? I'm mainly worried that it will get annoying. That sounds like a sonar. Believe it or not, it is a sonar actually. I feel like the true make it way would be to open whatever software and synthesize the beep using Fourier transfers, whatnot. That is my plan. Low pass filter on it. You say, hold on. I like it. I do like it. Thank you, Tefta. Thank you. Right here, let's...
Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic and the ways... Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic...
Let's drop it to like an 8. We want it to be subtle, we want it to be fair, when we add music, it won't be all that problematic, but still.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with...
I don't think it will be that much of a problem. I hope it won't be, it will take the edge off. Is that a pun? I bid for the millennium unless you're trying to check out. Wish you gain 100,000 before that and genuine ones too. Well, thank you, Smarties, thank you. I can't donate in this country, it's fine. That happens to a lot of people. I don't know why YouTube does it. Or, well, I suppose I do it. Probably because of some legal issues. But yeah, in most countries you actually can't donate. Some people study beeps, they have PhD in beeps, they are a beepologist, they do beep science, the beep laboratory, they are beeping it by, say, their beeps. There are people out there who unironically use candelas, alright? So, I believe that there are scientists who study beeps.
Okay, so...
That's just gonna happen. We have decibels, for goodness sake. Now, what about the music for it? I was thinking something... No, that was just Terraria boss music. Okay, what should I do? Should we do Get It Groovin'? Should we do Nasty Groove? Wobble It? What is this music? Wait a minute. What is this music name? I feel like Nasty Groove is a... Pebble It. Don't even, Theo. Retro Hot Summer Nights is a Ryan Gosling reference. Oh no, this is genuinely good. Hold on, no, this is genuinely good. I like it. I actually like this a lot. I like this a lot. I like this so much of a lot.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic and the ways we can.
Okay, no, this is still too loud. I'm just delusional because I forgot that I am actually really quiet. But this is way too loud. Let's set it back to 0.
Okay, so first a quick.
I'm sorry, did I do something wrong? If I do -96.
Okay, so first a quick.
No, never mind. That does work. Okay, -5. Isn't this supposed to be exponential? -5. Make it use the Discord ping. Copyright! Copyright!
Okay, so first.
If copyright wasn't an issue, I already know what I would use. I would use oxygen not included logic sounds, because those I think are the best logic sounds ever created. Why don't you use the audio channel mixer to apply effects to the whole channel and mix? Wait, what do you mean? Whole channel? You mean like to this as a channel? Apply the effects to the whole thing? Because the thing is, I don't really need to apply effects because these are all just the same nest, so if I modify one of them, modifies all of them.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic and the ways we can manipulate it.
I think I know the actual thing annoying me is. I think that the pitch shifter
Okay, so first a quick refresher with.
is at the wrong pitch, and it upsets me. Fix the whole audio channel. I mean, normally maybe, but in this case, I guess for the music, that would be kind of convenient. But I already have all the effects applied to my voice, and all of these are the same thing. Just voice act the beeps and boops yourself. Theo, believe it or not, we tried that already. So you won't forget the ad segment of this video. Yeah, I won't. Don't worry. I'll add you as well, Black Thunder. Don't worry, don't worry. I have it written on my hand. I'm not joking. I did write all matter on my hand, and I keep getting distracted by it.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with.
Oh no, that's wrong tone. Ah, shush. Let's do a distance of. We need distance of 8 between them. Hold on. The other one is -5. This one is 3. I guess 0 counts, so it has to be a 2.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with.
No. We can't have it. Let's do a 6. Use divine. The 6 should work fine. That's because a 6. I'm not going into music theory. Wait, this is -3. Oh, that was screwing it up. This is a 3. This is a 2. So is that distance 5 in between them or 6? Because 5 will give us a clean interval.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with.
Gosh, it sucks. It all sucks. Bend it all down. Oh wait, these are semitones, not tones. I'm an idiot. Right. -5 to 5. Let's do this. There we go. I'm an idiot. Why haven't you all told me?
Okay, so first a quick refresher with.
Yeah, that's the clean. Okay, yeah. We can do 3 and -3, I think. I guess, I don't know. Unless the 0 cancel half.
Okay, so first a quick.
Yeah, okay, so we can't. We need this to be a 2.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic and the ways we can manipulate.
This all sucks and I hate it all. I'll be honest. Let's do negative semitones. Hold on. Semitones, right. Double it and give it to the next person. We need 8 semitones should work, which means -4 and -12.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic
Oh, this is really good.
First,
It's really hard to hear, but that is... Yes! Yes! That is exactly what I was looking for. So this has to be negative 12, and this one has to be negative 12, plus something that will sound clean, so negative 8. That should give us a 4.
okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic and
Yes! Yes! I should give you thirds, but I don't want thirds. I want fourths, I want fifths, and I want eighths. Either a full octave or a fourths and fifths, because I'm not going into music theory. This is not the stream for it.
okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic.
Something is still off. I can't put my finger on what. Hi, the timing.
Hi.
Something is clearly it's negative. Make it, this entire thing is just sonar sound. That's what's
So
wrong.
first a quick refresher with basic logic and the ways we can manipulate it. So here we've got a button connected to
I think the music is just too groovy and funky. I think that's the problem. Unfortunately, I
Ah,
don't.
Reblo.
Fucking hell! That was so loud.
Sorry, I just said hi to Roblox. Wanted to say long time no see.
Oh, that threw me off. What was my train of thought? I started saying something. I don't remember.
so first
Just look back at the stream.
No, not worth it. Make it knows music. Yeah, I know how to play the piano, and the trumpet, and the flute, and a little bit of guitar, but that's...
Holy, that's a lot. That's quite a lot.
Why do I have you so loud? There we go. 120, that's better. Something beep boop. Yeah, I guess.
okay, so first a quick refresher with
No, because it just makes the wrong freaking thing, the thingamajig. Obviously, -6 won't work. -10 should. It should, but it doesn't.
okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic and the ways we can manipulate it.
Ah, whatever. This does boot my ears. I think the problem is that it doesn't work with the music. That's my guess. I don't know. You could try it, I guess, without the music.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic and the ways we can manipulate it. So here we've got a button connected to a cable and we can
I think so. I haven't got a clue. I can't leave it. I spent so much time in this video. I needed to be perfect to justify me spending this much time on it.
okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic and the ways we can manipulate it. So here we've got a button connected to a cable.
What key is the music and what's the note you're pitch shifting? Black Thunder, that is a sonar beep. I'm pretty certain it does not in fact have a note.
Okay, so first
And also, I do not have the pitch required to tell you what key the music is in, just by listening to it.
refresher with
Just because I can play doesn't mean I'm great. I know music theory. I'm not great with it, right? Music theory in the organizational hierarchy of my topics would be right in between biochemistry and medicine for me. That's where music theory would be.
basic logic and the ways we can manipulate it. So here we've got a button.
Okay, that's it. I'm leaving it.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic.
Yeah, I'm leaving it. Let's edit the video now. We are 4 seconds. There we go. If I've only spent 40 minutes on this 4 seconds, that gives us 10 minutes per second so far. The video so far is 15 minutes. So maybe I'll finish this month. Time and do speak up. I just had you really loud on Discord earlier on. You almost gave me a heart attack.
Oh no, I was both listening to you and trying to reply to Roblox at the same time, and those occupied my entire brain.
I see. What was the song? No clue. It's called. It's from Sound. It's from Production Crate. It's called Retro Hot Summer Nights, and it's a certified banger. Okay, now let me open. To be fair, from now on, the video editing process should go way quicker, and that's because most of the animations are finished. Almost all of them, in fact. The only thing left is the memory well and the CPU segment, which will be the final segment of the video, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we burn it. So, this.
So here we've got a button connected to a cable, and we can either have it
Do you see those glitches, or is it just me?
off or on. Got a button connected.
Okay, they disappeared. That's good. Usually those glitches appear when my GPU is about to crash, but that's a completely new computer, so it really shouldn't. I forgot I have a new computer. Okay, never mind. I suppose it's fine. It's less than 3 hours. Make it. I am
Sorry.
highly certain you miscomputed Reblox, or most likely misheard me. Actually, we just spent 40 minutes on 4 seconds of the video, which means it's 1 second, 10 minutes per 1 second. The entire video is 15 minutes, which is equal to, if I'm not mistaken, 900 seconds. So 900 times 10 minutes, which is equal to 9,000 minutes. I'm pretty certain you inputted seconds here instead of minutes. And 9,000 minutes, that's take this, divide by 6, 900 divided by 6 hours, which is 450 divided by 350 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Which is, it could be worse, you know. Hi there, Lamp. Hi, how you doing?
So, Roblox, what do you mean your mask is plummet when the numbers represent physical quantities? I thought that, like, your
Yeah,
mask-
very, very not mathematician of you. Actual
Yeah, like,
calculating time.
yeah, like, your math skills are supposed to be plummeted by the numbers, because the first people who use numbers are experimental physicists, like, not even theoretical physicists use them, and yeah.
Alright, we need a beep so much. I'm beeping. I'm beeping. Oh, I'm beeping, alright. Oh, this is good. I like it a lot.
Then next we have the NOT gates. This
I can't tell if I'm too quiet, music is too loud, or what's going on. Let's do negative 13. Yeah,
we have the NOT gates. This gate manipulates the input.
too much. Negative 10.
Next we have the NOT gates. This then next
Alright, my website is worse now, less content, because I'm preparing to actually put things on it, because I have motivation. Sadly, GigaMakeIt is not viewable now, as the randomizer code is being a bitch. No, not the GigaMakeIt. The Premiere Pro crashes when running on a computer with ECC memory. What's ECC memory? I don't know all the acronyms. There are too many of them. RAM, CPU, GPU, LGBT, PCI. Computer science is hard. My chemical engineering thermodynamics finals tomorrow have to pass guarantee. You'll do it. You'll be fine. But good luck. Still.
Good luck.
on. Then
Okay.
next we have the NOT gates. This it manipulates the input by inverting it. So basically on gets turned into an off, and off gets turned.
I'm really happy with this line. This is such a great line. Off gets turned into an on, and on gets turned... No, wait. Off gets turned into an on. On gets turned to an off, and off gets turned on. I don't know how many people will notice it, but I just think it's a funny line. It's so dumb as well. Okay, but it gets turned off. So like this, right here. And add frame hold. I am a child. Why do they call it an off-on when you're on the off-the-on? Later on, it is complete word salad at one point. Let me just show you one frame of the video, because I think it is complete word salad and so confusing. There are a couple of bangers. For example, there is this one. This one is pretty good. This is me explaining multiplication. What was another one? Hold on, the register, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, wait, it was addition, right? Addition had this as well. There are so many ones and zeros. It's terrible. But at least the material is nice for the back. It looks really funky. Common thermal properties needed to I can't imagine one the energy balance in each transistor. Funny enough, Abdallah, funny enough, it is needed. I mentioned that fun fact recently, but basically thermal properties, when you're dealing with hardware, like honest dealing with hardware, thermal properties come into play because we use high temperatures in order to attach different circuits together, combine them, or at surface mount and so on and so forth. And because of that, and what's really annoying is that transistors do work based on, most of the time, material properties, well, not most of the time, only always, material properties of the metals or semiconductors or stuff like these inside, which always get affected by temperature. Which means that you not only need to design a component that works, but you also need to design a component that you can add into a circuit, which is way more difficult than it seems. Because if you heat up something, you might just break it, but you need to heat it up in order to attach it. So that's why really often in the sheets you get, it actually says what temperatures it can handle. It's a fun fact of the stream, I suppose. Again, I've already mentioned it before. Hey, did anyone ever have a crash? This question is I did 11 years ago. Oh yeah, I did have a couple of them. Like a whole bunch, honestly. My past PC was crashing like crazy. Anyway...
Next, there is
I am hilarious. I'm just transferred the file. It's easy.
the AND gate. Next, there is the AND gate,
I am giving a lot of love to this video. I think it's gonna be neat.
which is off if none of their inputs is on, which is off if...
Oh, and then another word salad here, huh? That's great. Let me color in all of these actually as a red, and all of those as a green. That should make this a bit easier to differentiate. Right here, none of the inputs, which means we need all of them. In this case, this one.
None of their inputs is on. If either of the inputs is
Right here, this as well. There we go.
either of the inputs is on, and
Right here, actually both sounds.
is on, and turns off.
There we go. Wow, we're 30 seconds in. Isn't that just something? Or passes highest input and passes lowest. That's actually a curious way to think about them. Huh. That's a really useful way to think about them. suppose. Well, I'll be.
On only if both of the inputs is on.
Both of the inputs is on.
And turns on only if both of the
There we go.
both of the
No, we can't have this gap here. It is.
both of
Ah!
both if both of the
Both.
if both of the
So right here. This will I need.
only if both of the only if both of the both if both of the inputs are on. So basically it only turns on if the first and the second are both on.
And I do say these differently depending on if I'm talking about a gate or just using a sentence. So and gate, I pronounce them differently for the sake of clarity. I think it helps, I don't know. Green. Green. Is that a Lego Ninjago reference?
And the seconds are both on. That's why it's called an AND gate.
There we go. What about NAND? Is NAND also defined like OR? Not AND. Wait, is NAND afterwards or beforehand? I never remember if NOR means not the inputs or not. Well, NAND. That means not the inputs and not the outputs. I do have to go. Alright, Lump, bye, see ya.
And the seconds are
Have a good one.
on. That's why it's called an AND gate.
And finally, the OR gate.
And finally an OR gate. Which, in the same vein, first or second input must be on. First
Or second input must be on.
or second input must be on in order for it to be on, and there it must be on
Then right here, I'd like it to turn off.
in order for it to be on.
And then back on. Because we actually finish off the animation on, pun intended, this.
There we go. Those
Lovely.
are their logic gates. The basic ones, at least. Then we have more complex ones like an XOR gates. The basic ones, at least.
Color ramp. No wait, that's Blender. Shucks. Lumetri color. Whoops. Saturation down and just a bit smaller. Isn't this all just thrilling content? Me editing a video. No, and or except not. You stream at the worst times. I don't know what to tell you. I want to finish the video. I've been wanting to finish the video for 2 days now. I've been wanting to finish the video for 2 days straight. And almost a week gay.
Then we have more complex.
Okay, this needs to be accented.
Then we have more complex ones like
XOR.
XOR that will ones like an XOR that will only turn on if first or the second input is XOR that will only turn on if first on if
And right here we needed to turn off and turn on at the same time. Like this.
first or this
Second. This is the second.
second input is on, but not if both of them are on. On if first or the second input is on, but not if
Actually, hold on.
both of them are on. And
There's actually reasonability.
both of them are on. And or the second input is on, but
We could have just. Everything which happened at the various times thematically people say is the worst time. Conclusion, streaming bad. In fact, I go for the Industrial Revolution that is constant. There we go. Now, I could remake all the sounds
if first or
because honestly, the boop beeps could have been probably better if I just did beep boop and then boop beep. Okay. Like this, and then for boop. Do this. Yeah, that probably would be better.
if first or the second input is on, but not if both of them are on.
Ah, damn it. Let me see on the very beginning.
Okay, so first a quick refresher with
This is just maddening.
okay, so first a quick refresher with basic logic and the ways we can manipulate it. So here we've got a button connected to a cable and we can either have it off or on. Then next we have the NOT gate. This gate manipulates the input by inverting it. So basically on
It's lagging an awful lot.
and off gets turned on. Next there is the AND gate, which is off if none of the inputs is on, if either of the inputs is on, and turns on only if both of the inputs are on. So basically it only turns on if the first
Uh-huh.
in the same vein, first OR and OR gate, which
All gates, which is the same thing. Except blue. That's the only difference between those logic gates. Do not look it up.
OR gate, which in the same vein, first or second input must be on in order for it to be on. And there we go. Those are the logic gates. The basic ones at least. Then we have more complex ones like an XOR that will only turn on if first or the second input is on, but not if both of them are on. And I
Okay.
them are on. And I could keep going, but this is only a refresher because I kind of already covered it in the first episode of the series. Next we have
And right here we need to translate. The first chapter is all done. To be fair, the first chapter was just a refresher, so that's basically nothing, but it's done at the very least. Yes. Yes.
of the series. Next we have because I kind of already covered it in the first episode of the series. Next
Why is this just turned off? Ah, you know what? Who cares? As if anyone cares. I thought you were already on day over 1000. No, No. Hide the fun idol. That's how time works. Okay.
Kind of already covered it in the first.
Right here it just turns off for some reason, so why not?
Kind of already covered it in the first episode of the series. Next we have.
Perfect. Next we'll have what? Next we'll have memory, no, register. That's what we'll have next. The problem with the register files is that they are in fact all of them in the wrong format because I'm just terrible. So I need to remix them, all of these. Oh good, that will be confusing. Oh, thank goodness, OBS for existing. You are... Yeah, I can't do MKV, but I can do this. OBS, you are lovely.
Kind of already covered it in the first episode of the series. Next we have. Register.
You can hear I bumped my microphone. Register. How gay? I mean, how queer? But I get a cram for an exam again. Alright, bye, have a good one, fun life. Have a good one.
Register. You can think of a register like a much first episode of the series. Next we have register.
No, the music is too loud, it's distracting. Or am I crazy? I mean, I am, but is the music too distracting?
Think of a register like a magical box that holds a value. So basically a box that can hold a 0 or a 1.
Oh yeah, right, then I just rendered all of the numbers and decided that we would just select one. Genius. Just genius.
Or 125. How? Well, that's simple. If you recall the second video.
This first.
Called the second video of the series, then you should know how to read. That's simple.
There we go.
Well, that's simple. If you recall the second video of the series, then
We're almost at 10% there, everyone! To be fair, I did not in fact animate the second to last chapter of the video. I didn't even script the last chapter of the video, never mind record it or animate. So we're like 10% there on an unfinished thing. That's good, that's good stuff. I'm fine, I'm doing so well.
you know how to read binary numbers. And as
Why is this just glowing more? Why are you just glowing more? I don't know.
such, all we need to do in order for make and as such, and so as such, all we need in order to know how to read binary numbers. And so
Oh, this is such a mess.
And so, as such, all we need in order for this box to work is just a.
There we go. Plan is what, £33,000 per month, which is equivalent to 15 euros. Okay, for a second I thought you mean. Okay, no, that makes sense. Hi, the Phoebe. Make it serious request. Please raise the volume in your live stream, as I have to raise the volume for quite a bit to hear it properly. I cannot raise it anymore. This is the maximum. This is the maximum of what I can do. Let me show you this. You can see it's cranked up right here to the max. This says 0, it can only go in the negatives. That is the maximum of what I am capable of. Sorry, Phoebe. Is your profile picture a mushroom? It's really tiny, so I can't tell, but that looks like a mushroom with googly eyes.
And so, as such, all we need in order for this box to work is
I
just...
first thought that it was a girl with a mushroom hat.
It's from Hollow Knight, of course, this. Silk Song tomorrow! I've never played Hollow Knight. Okay, blah. My heart hurts a bit. Oh wait, that's not my heart. My heart's on the other side. Is it my lungs? Oh, whatever.
A, some kind of binary configuration. A, some...
Go to the doctor.
Do you go to the doctor every single time something hurts?
No, but you.
Hypocrite! Exactly, see? That's what I'm talking about.
You complain way too often about vital organs.
You complain way too organ. I'm just saying, I don't know if my lungs hurt. I'm just guessing. I know if you
Like-
knew about that, but you can't actually feel pain from your vital organs. Like you can with like arms and legs. Make it, do you have an opinion on topology? Oh, I have quite an opinion. You see, that concludes my dissertation.
A, some kind of binary configuration, and B, work is just A,
Way to save binary configuration. Watch your mouth make it. I'm just saying, I'm dishing out hot takes today.
some kind of binary configuration, and
B, right here. B.
B, a way to edit.
A way to edit the binary configuration. Somebody mentioned topology or implies the existence of pathology, and I'm an expert in that.
That binary configuration. So how we do it? To edit that binary configuration. So
Amen to that. Just a cheers to that, honestly. Cheers and amen and the two frogs.
how we do it? Well, first, how would we do it in a single bit?
What's the next animation supposed to be like? This one.
Well, first, how would we do it in a single bit? So,
Oh, there was supposed to be like.
well, first, how would we do it in a single
Oh, that was supposed to be.
and B, a way to edit that binary configuration. So how
Oh. No, that
so
makes sense. No, that makes sense.
A, some kind of binary configuration, and B, a way to some kind of binary configuration.
No, that does check out. That actually makes a lot of sense. I'm past make it actually planned it out pretty well. I'm just bad at following orders apparently. Well, I've known this by myself.
And B, a way to edit that binary configuration. So
Hi, Penta Square. Hi. Dedicating my life to
Hi.
study subsets. Damn. My man is on the roll. This is honestly one of the greatest. There we go. The pun expert.
edit that
And I do not award this title lightly.
Do it. Well, first, how would we do it in a single bit? So, how we make a circuit?
Right, logic gates. I forgot that's what the video was about.
A single cell that takes in an input. Well, first, how would we do it in a single bit? So, how we make a circuit, a single cell that takes in an input, and then if that
This, then... Why are the two of them?
input is on, then gets saved.
Oh, that's why. Okay, because the second one is just more fancy.
Well, first, how would we do it in a single bit? So, how we make a circuit,
That's a lot more fancy. Really fancy.
a single cell that takes in an input, and then if that input is on, then gets saved, and it stays that way even if on, then gets
The music cutting out this early on actually could work. It's not a bad place to switch the music, because we're about to switch from just talking about the circuit to actually working the circuit. So I suppose it would make a bit of sense, pun intended, to change the music. It's listen, a lot of my brain resources are allocated to that, okay? I'm slowing down on the process. It's actually deeply cold because Makey was sipping coffee and we know coffee mugs are donuts. Make it 33 days until we have to go through the exam that will determine how my life goes. Good luck then. Good luck on the exam.
saved, and it
Oh wait, I need a boop. My goodness, why? How silly of me. I don't have a boop. Here we go. Now we have a boop. Right here.
gets saved, and it stays that way. Saved, and it stays that way even if the input changes.
Even if the input changes, where is the...
Changes until it changes.
This, and then a beep. Crucial to process.
Until it's reset. We're once again.
I'm really happy with these beep boot noises we've done, you know? That's pretty good. That's pretty good! Guys, I need a bigger one. What do? Do I do the reasonable thing and decide to actually go to the office tomorrow in order to have access to a whiteboard? Do I sneak into laundry room at 2 AM? Obviously sneak into the laundry room at 2 AM and write on the walls. Why is that even questioned? You've done it! Do it again!
Wait, hold up, what? Did that actually happen?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that happening, but like, I need confirmation that it actually happened.
Well, you want proof?
Roblox confirmed it, that's enough for
Because
me.
I'm pretty certain
Not-
that Reblack sent pictures of it.
Wait, what? Okay,
That was
it was logged. No.
It was a while ago.
Hey.
On the, I think on the Patreon voice channel. Hold on, we need to. Those are the cables. There are cats. The image of the show me literally anything but a cat is pretty funny. I don't know why it makes me laugh so much, but I like it a lot. Oh yeah, there's pictures of elephants in the clouds. Right.
Yep, elephants.
Yeah, you know what? No, I'm not gonna scroll through that.
They can't even search in there. Like, when I search for stuff, it doesn't include the voice channel.
Do you have any
tests.
expensive that shit is? Whiteboards. I'm pretty. Wait, hear me out, Replex. If you buy a big whiteboard, then your mind, like, instinctively will write in bigger text on it. Hear me out. Buy 4 different small whiteboards, and then just use them instead. you will write in smaller text on them. And so, like, if you buy a whiteboard that's like 1/4 the size, then you will actually, it will be still useful for like half of the writing because you will instinctively write smaller on it. And if you buy 4 of them, that's just gonna be much more cost efficient because the small whiteboards, if I remember correctly, were much cheaper. Hear me out. How about that?
Where once again, it stays that way. How if the input changes until it's reset? Until it's reset. Until it's
Okay, I see
I think I'm
an
gonna stick with the
image
line
of
crew.
a laundry room, but like there isn't any mathematics on the walls.
until it's reset.
Oh, I see. Oh, hi, someone. Hi. But like, yeah, those tiles do look like you can just write with them.
Oh,
Like,
very writable. That's a very ballsy thing. Very ballsy thing to say for someone with such writable tiles. You know what's funny? Yeah, well, it's not funny, but it's like curious to me. It's a bit of a hobby of mine. Not, I know what it's called. That's something I do to rest sometimes. You have like in every city, there's a bunch of government buildings, right? Whenever they would be actual, just like off government offices, or whether they would be like museum-ish stuff or libraries on some. What's interesting about them is that you can always just walk in them, right? You can just go in at any point. You can just go inside. It's legal into almost any kind of government building because of like public building and stuff. And what I find interesting is just sightseeing for boring architecture. Now that I say it loud, it makes me realize that's a kind of a weird thing to do. But that's something I genuinely do. Sometimes when I go for walks and I'm getting like bored of the play, and you know everything is too familiar, I'm getting bored. I just walk into random buildings just to see what's up, see what they look like, see how they're doing. It's legal. You can just do it. Who's gonna stop you? No,
so
just saying.
Roblox, yes, I need you to fix that. Every laundry room wall is needed to be covered in mathematics.
Again, it stays up. Again, until it's reset.
Oh wait, no, oh wait, Roblox, that's a genius idea, and I have a
Super
quite
massive and
large
writing.
window. I have a quite large window.
And
Do you have any mathematics to do though, Tyven?
Not yet.
once again, it stays that way. How? Once again, it stays that way. How? Way. How would we do it?
Oh, the timing here on what I'm saying is really off.
Where once again, it stays that way. How would we do it?
There we go. This is the way of the mathematician. I look like a maniac, knowing I'm on the ground floor.
Do it. Well,
Yeah,
basically,
it
there are
might look
three
weird
pieces
from the
of-
outside, but no, it would just look like average mathematician from the outside.
Well, basically, there are three pieces of information that we need.
I like the idea of you just not wiping it off actually, and eventually you just black out all the sun with your marker.
information that we need to know. First of all,
music, right, that's what I'm looking for. So first, we need some kind of banger music. Yeah, okay, I'm grooving to that. That's very groovable. I would groove myself. 10 out of 10. Negative 13.
information that we need to know. First of all, we'd like to know what the switch bit is not on.
Let's do negative 10.
Then we just combine these results.
No, that's too much. Negative 11.
And there we go. You can
Negative 12. There's a secret society of nerds through wacky ruins to play knowledge called Math Academia. I think that's beyond eldritch knowledge. I feel like if there was an eldritch creature that actually possessed the sacred knowledge, it would just be confused by what mathematicians are doing.
information that we need to know. First of all, we'd like to know what value is this cell getting set to. Then, what value was it set to in the past when it was saved? And then finally, should that value change or not? So basically, we want our output to be set to whatever the saved value was, unless we select to change it, in which case we're just taking the input instead.
Okay.
So how could we do it using the logic?
There's a creature who possesses knowledge. His name is Jean-Pierre Serra.
So how could we do it using the logic gates? Well, if we take the input and AND it with the switch bit, then the input will only matter if the switch bit is on.
I feel like this should be a bit earlier on, like this.
The switch bit is on.
There we go. Like this. I'm glad I color coded them. It's much easier.
If the switch bit is on, then we can perform the same kind of trick with memory and the inverse switch bit. In which case the memory and the inverse.
There we go. If you think about math is really scary, a bunch of people suppose that they create more problems for themselves. Newton stayed alive during the Black Plague by fathering calculus.
In which case the memory will only matter if the switch bit is not.
I didn't render the frames for this? Why?
Not on.
The color stayed the same.
Is not on. Then we just combine these results using an OR. Then we just combine these results using an
All right, here. There we go.
OR, and there we go. We can write M0.
Nice switch from U to E.
We can write M0.
If only my script wasn't messed up.
There we go.
That would be nice.
We can write a 0 into memory, and then once we turn off the
So then I have just a couple of frames that describe what I'm doing. He is writing 0 into memory.
OR, and there we go. We can write a 0.
Which right here should be... It should be a massive turn off. Which comes easy for me, actually.
0 into memory, and then once we turn off the edit,
like this, we're 3 minutes in. That's not bad. That's like, we're getting there. We're getting there, certainly. Yeah, eventually.
editing bit, the input stops mattering because the 0 is the editing bit, the input stops
mattering like this. So right here, this should be green, this should be green, this should be red, if I'm not mistaken. Although keep in mind, I could be horribly mistaken. Let's see. No, this seems about right. There we go.
The input stops mattering because the 0 is saved. Then we could switch it to a 1, and the stops mattering because the 0 is saved.
There we go. 0 is saved indeed.
Is saved. Then we could switch it to a 1, and to a 1, and to a
There we go.
1, and the input stops mattering because the 1 is saved. And actually, switch it to a 1.
Oh, right here it's both switching, writing, and then saving. Like this. Which just needs a bunch of these turning on, like so. Then this one is us turning off the edit bit, right? Is it? Yes, it is us turning off the edit bit, which will be just a simple boop.
1, and the input stops mattering because the
There we go.
1 is
This will always be a 1.
1 is saved. And actually, hold on, let me turn on the light so you can.
Oh, this is the funny bit.
Actually, hold on, let me turn. And actually,
The funny bit. Hold on, I was doing the funny bit here, which requires. Oh, why is this just randomly in the middle? This animation doesn't really. Oh, this is us combining it. That will be last. This should be. Why is that at a different angle? Why is that at a different angle?
1 is saved.
What have I done?
And actually, hold on, let me just.
Hello, Joe. I should be studying, but I opened this. Why? Go study. Duh. Simple. Go study. It's important.
Let me just turn on the lights so you can see it better.
There we go. Now we need the sound I've been using always, all the time for a light switch. This is a comically large light switch. Where's my comically large light switch? It's my Boing sounds folder. This. I hope it's not too loud. There we go. Wait, no. Leave these for now. Hi, the polytetrafluoroethylene. How you doing? Perfect. Perfection. Such a funny bit this is.
Okay. So, this
It just carries on as if that didn't just happen. I'm multitasking, listening to Make It edit video and studying math. I like it. Love the power of my Gen Z brain. I'm like listening to Make It stream and doing a very simple computation I can do totally easily and definitely did not massively and very humanly fucked up last Friday. You know what they say, try and if at first you don't succeed, try again.
this bit tells us the input. This one tells us the saved value, and this one tells us if we
Why is just failing at some painfully simple exercises so relatable?
Because both of you have a skill issue, I don't know what that feels like. Sucks to suck, I guess. Well, that seems like a mortal problem if I've ever heard of one. Oh yeah, you mortal people. Very ungodlike of you.
Yeah, yes, that's true. Not having enough mathematics skills to pass an exam is a skill issue, quite literally.
I guess this.
this bit
Although it's arguable with its mathematics skills computation.
But like those are skills too. Like
this
my
bit
skills are
tells us the
skills.
input.
No, I'm asking if computation is mathematics.
This one tells us the saved value, and this
In this right here. Do you know when Luma's returning? No, I don't know. Keep talking, Make It, and I will explain the computation to you.
this one tells us if we want to change the saved value or not.
Yes, make it. Please keep talking. I want Reblox to explain the computation.
Then ask him. Lumos tomorrow. Jasmine, you're infecting me with your Gen Z brain. I shouldn't have. That's not. That was very funny. It shouldn't have been that funny.
I don't get the joke, but it's a running joke in the server, so I'm laughing at it even if I don't understand
It was like. What was the name of it? Hold on, I forgot the. Fuck, I forgot the name of the Hollow Knight thing. Silk Song tomorrow. Silk Song tomorrow. They.
We start our circuit having a saved value of 1, and you can see
I just know that there's a debate in the debate podium, which is like everyone
and you
just
can see that the
keeps
input
typing Lumos tomorrow, and
doesn't matter. And you can see that the input
at least now I
doesn't matter.
understand why.
And you can see that the input doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The input doesn't matter. Then we can change that value. by
Those are
turning
some
on the
very fancy
bit
hieroglyphics, Reblox. Yes, I agree. Hieroglyphics is fun.
on the
I
bit.
like ancient Egypt too.
You asked him for it. What are you expecting?
Change that value by turning on the bit
Hey,
right here.
I like it. I said I liked it.
Oh shucks, this is not meant to be there. This is meant to be there. There we go.
And you can see that the input doesn't matter.
And we need a beep boop. There we have it. A beep boop. Let's hear a beep. Let's hear a boop.
See that the input doesn't matter. Then we can change that.
We're at 3 minutes 38. How long is the stream so far? Hour and a half. That's not bad. It's not bad. Could be worse. Could certainly be worse.
The input doesn't matter. Then we can change that value by turning on the bit right here and then right here.
Like this.
Here. And then we can change it to 0. And then the input stop.
Hi there, Itty. How you doing?
And then the
Hi.
input stop. That the input
Premiere's lagging like crazy. But to be fair, that is just how Premiere works. Or it actually doesn't. Why is new video taking longer than usual? Oh, you know, just the basics. I've been just having an absolute mental fucking breakdown the past 3 days. I'm out of coffee. My cup is just... I instinctively went to take a long, audible sip, but there was no coffee left in it. Hold on, let me get some water. This does beat my boobs. Quite honestly, we call them hieroglyphics, but not even the Egyptians were insane enough to go past quadratics. Hold on.
I first misread Reflux's message and I was like, I misread the last word and I was so confused.
Oh, there's been another shot, this time right outside my door, not outside my apartment, that's neat. I thought you were beyond having mental breakdowns for the mortals. Oh no, that's... that's for everyone to enjoy. Alright, where were we? 3:45, okay.
here. And then we can change it to 0. After that, the input stop mattering. After that,
New people moved in next door and they are extremely loud. I don't know what's up with that. They're not loud enough for it to actually be an actual worrying problem. They're not playing music extremely loudly or anything, but like they argue loudly in their apartment.
Make it. What do you think the other people think of you streaming at 2 a.m., 5 a.m.?
I don't know if you remember, but whenever I stream at like 2 a.m. or 5 a.m., whenever anything louder happens, I say that my neighbors must hate me. But I'm not that loud. I am not that loud as a person. I am sitting really close to my microphone. You have to remember that.
Okay.
Ooh, I
Without the
used to
input
have
stop
neighbors,
mattering
they were
again,
like
because-
here like
because one
for like a decade who were in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. started yelling and shouting at each other for hours and they did it right next to the wall where my bed was and it was just so painful and they didn't even like
I'm those neighbors, positron. We have a decent amount of friends over, and if they don't pay attention, it's getting loud real quick, especially if they gamble.
yeah, but like
we can change it to
they were just yelling and arguing about like the most stupid things for hours like
Oh, the friends that I have next door don't even speak Polish, so I don't know what they're arguing about.
0. After that, the input stop mattering again. 0. After that,
Hi, the captain.
after that, the input stop mattering. Mattering again because one.
Okay, we got 4 minutes. That's like 1/4, maybe a bit less, maybe a fair bit less.
Once we turn off the edit bit, is no longer editing, and then turn off the edit bit is no longer editing. And there we go. Then all we do is we just plug in the outputs as the saved value. Then all we do.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot that I. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. Good. All of these frames.
Is we just plug in the outputs as the saved value, because if our previously saved value was 1, then that's what we want to plug in. If our
Hold on, this right here needs to be the new thing, which is this with the edit bit.
previously saved value was 1, then that's what we want to plug in as the second input, the saved value, you know, the saved value is the saved value is the thing that was you get it, and then the saved value is the thing that was you get it.
There we go. This. 4 minutes in. We're making good time. We're making damn okay time.
And there, the gate is finished.
How is your experience with Adobe Premiere? It's horrible. It's shit. It's garbage. I hate it. With every fiber of my being. It sucks. I don't like it. Is that enough? Need I carry on?
And there, the gate is finished. This is incredibly useful and can be best seen with multiple gates. This is incredibly useful.
You could go to the open source site, to the Google your life with Google opened up okay Google Assistant or the Google Assistant. That was funny. But you could just Google your life and do all kinds of open
Did you say
software.
Google? What did you just say?
Google. I don't know the correct term. So I just say Google. Most people, when people Google, they most times also just change all of their services. So if someone were to use Adobe, they would use the open source.
I did say earlier on this stream that eventually I do plan to switch from Adobe to open source stuff. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that explosion?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh no, I just said that. Did you hear that explosion that happened right now? But yeah, earlier on I did say that eventually I do plan to switch to something open source. I have no idea what you mean by de-googling though.
Wait, you don't see the trends? The de-googling your life?
No, I don't spend much time on the internet.
Isn't your life?
My life is on the internet, yes. I spend most of my time here on the channel. I've never seen de-googling. I don't know what that is.
De-googling is the idea of moving away from big corporations. For example, if you were to use a Google, you would use a open source web browser or something like that. Something it has to do with privacy, not giving your information to all the big tech giants, and also being in control of what is happening. For example, you would have your own one.
You don't have to sell it to me. I I come from the computer science community. Using open source stuff is the bread and butter, but I just never had the term de-googling for it.
This is incredibly useful and can be best seen with multiple gates aligned.
That might be imagine. I have no idea what else to call it.
So imagine.
I mean, I've never had any kind of term for it.
That we have 8 of these gates, all of them plugged into their own respective.
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna do in the next few days.
What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna like look this up because and like I love that there's a movement for it, and I'm just gonna
The movement for it
Just
has been
read.
happening since Linus Torvalds made Linux. Or even earlier than that, actually. The thing is, open source things, that used to be... Like, that's where it began. The Web 2.0, with, you know, all the tech giants controlling everything, like, that's the new thing. This is the classic way of doing things, going open source. Why are there explosions around you? I don't know, some beef between people, I don't know.
input and into a single changing bit. Now if you remember the second...
But like for a while I didn't really mind, but it's just getting more and more annoying by the as years pass. So yeah.
You used... Why do you think I introduced to Blender of all the... There are other free softwares. Blender is the best, because it's open source. The only problem is that Blender's video editor sucks. Actually, no, wait, hold on. Last time I used a video editor was a real long time ago. Let me see. Maybe they changed it. Maybe it's good now. I should try it before video editing. Let's see. That's low of channels. If I add something in... Oh, that's pretty good. How do you handle... Oh my goodness, the control is... Oh, that's... I don't like this at all. Control scroll moves by scroll by itself zooms in. Control does nothing. Oh, this is different from...
Keep it consistent to the 3D modeling space.
Oh yeah, but right now I'm working in Premiere, in SolidWorks, and in Blender, and they all have different standards.
You know how annoying it is where like every key on my 2DR software and my 3DR software are so different. Every keyboard shortcut and everything is... It's super annoying. By 3DR software, I mean Blender, obviously. But yeah, like...
Maybe not... Might not be too bad. The only problem is that, like... you set it in frames. The video editor in Blender is made for... Unfortunately, animations, because, well, that's what it's used for. What do you mean, explosions? Didn't you hear that? I'm pretty certain my mic picked it up.
Last episode of the computer science series, then we can encode a number, something like 30. Then we can encode a number,
But to be fair, Photoshop is pretty good. Photoshop is solid. And also my hold on. There's one thing that would kind of be difficult to give up, which is how they actually got me, if anything, which is it's my one file that I just simply cannot let go. And that's this one. Replacing this file would be a bit tough. It's a very nostalgic file, has everything. All of them. But hey. Their explosions are normal, making it in Poland. Why in Poland? Have you tried DaVinci Resolved? I have not. But you know, that's curious. Let me actually see if there are any. Let's check. So, open source video editors. My water is in the way.
Images in art programs are just like basically a bunch of PNGs on top of each other on layers. So can't you just so I'm there should be a way to convert between them. Like maybe not the very niche things, but that is just a
Well,
bunch
Olive.
of layers. It's Could be possible.
Wait, Olive? Wasn't Olive the... Hang on, am I losing my mind or am I losing my mind? I mean, I am, but what about this?
Roblox, it's done. You did a good job. It's done. If it works, it works.
Wasn't there a... Am I losing my mind? I might be.
Hey, Milton,
Yep.
what's the difference between a non-linear video editor and a linear video editor?
Haven't got a clue. I am not mad. Olive was the graphical engine that Solding Daily was making. Yeah, okay. First thing I thought I was losing my mind. Anyhow. Google the bunkers right now. I hate when I speedrun out and get the answers wrong. Don't go Google the bunkers. All praise Milo. I know, I have computer areas. This is a bad way of doing it, but at least it is done. That's neat. How do I overcome my need for AutoCAD and transfer to Linux? Are there are not any ports? If not, then you can. There is some software that like emulates Windows libraries on Linux. That sometimes works. In which case, you can use Windows. You can use Windows things on Linux. It's a workaround, a very awkward workaround, but it does sometimes work. Or you can use a Windows virtual machine, which would be... No, that's a bad idea. Don't do it. I take it back. Let's figure out the correct, easy way to do it.
Point is that it's done.
Then we can encode the number.
Yeah, that's the most important.
Plug it into our circuit and nothing.
Or maybe I'm just...
Yeah, you
done.
know what they say. It's about the destination, not the journey.
Nothing will change.
Maybe I'm just too much of an experimental for this. Like, you just like... If it works, it works. No questions asked. If it works, don't touch it.
That's because our circuit still remembers the... That's because our circuit still remembers the previous number.
Creating a Linux alternative from scratch. Funny enough, I do want to make my own Linux distribution. That's one of the projects I plan on doing in the future. Because it's not that difficult. Okay, this we already had, which means the next one is...
Number. That's why we need to turn on the
editing bit right here, for which... Oh, it doesn't actually change color, how convenient. Which is this.
editing bit. On the editing bit, which will override the previous number.
And now what? Well, now we need to turn off the editing bit. What's this? Yeah, now we need to turn off the editing bit, which is this one.
And which will override the previous number. Will override the previous number.
I always underestimate the amount of work editing will take.
override the previous number. And now if we turn it off, we can set the input to this number. And now if we turn it
There we go.
off, we can set the input to be whatever. It doesn't matter because we've got
I could never notice, but you didn't render the input changing, you fucking idiot. Yeah, whatever. We could cut it right here and then have the input change. That's a very dumb way to do it. Not this, only this. There we go. First we horror has moved to French history. Yeah, okay, now we crop right. Wait, no, I did it incorrectly. I meant to do it like this. Now we crop right.
whatever. It doesn't matter.
That's good.
Input to be whatever.
Well, the issue is that this should really light up. But I'm certain no one will bat an eye. I'm certain no one will notice.
The input to be whatever. It doesn't matter because we've got the number 36 saved. That's why it was so important to me in that video to show you the methods for saving things with bits, because as long as you can turn something into ones and zeros, you can save it using this circuit.
Make it, have you ever played Factorio? It's like coding, but you get to colonize native populations. No, but I have played Satisfactory, which is like Factorio but 3D. Funny enough though, Satisfactory is not like coding, even though it's like Factorio, it's like designing a PCB.
So let's package the circuit again.
This.
And into a single gate. A gate with 8 data.
There we go.
A gate with 8 data inputs. A gate with 8 data inputs. A single edit input. And 8. A gate with 8 data inputs.
Right here we need an arrow to point to the 8 data inputs.
Inputs. A single edit.
There we go.
Edit input and 8 data out. Out.
No, this is misaligned. We need it perfectly on the line. There we go. Outputs.
Make it.
Yes, me.
Didn't you say you were gonna stop making videos on live?
Yeah, and I also said I was gonna start making videos on live. It's like,
Okay. I might go. Have fun.
alright, bye, have a good one.
Bye.
Just watched the video about ocean wave simulation using fast Fourier transform. Was pretty interesting. That sounds like, hold on, did Josh upload a new video? If I just predicted that that was one of Josh's videos, I'm gonna be impressed with myself. Let's see, because that sounds like something Josh would make. Hold on, let's see. No, I was wrong. I was wrong.
Who is Josh?
A YouTuber, one of my favorite, my favorite YouTuber when it comes to making 3D animations. His videos aren't about 3D animations all that much, but but I really like his animations in his videos. Because he must not play Cracktorio, who has too many addictions. Wait, do I have it downloaded? I have Factorio. I have it downloaded. I mustn't play it. It's editing time.
In this case, I'm packaging them all into a single wires. In this case, I'm packaging them all into a single wires.
This, right?
So from now on, this wire isn't representing a single
If I
bit.
type in
so
Josh,
zero
will it
only is
result in
representing
Josh?
8
No, but if you type in Josh's channel, then it will result in Josh's channel.
bits that we interpret as a number. And
League of Legends stream when? Over my dead fucking rotting corpse. I hate it. I hate that game. Because it makes me less productive.
It has like 12 videos. Is this the one?
Is what? Wait, what did you say, Timon?
It has 12 videos. Is this the one?
Maybe, I don't know, 80,000 subscribers.
Yep. How the hell did 80,000 subscribers with 12 videos? Oh, whoa.
Look at those videos though. The most recent is like 500,000 views.
representing it with
Josh's channel is very similar to my channel, honestly. If I like only did high quality uploads, my channel would look like Josh's channel.
Then why
Subscribers
are
more
you not doing high quality uploads? You could have more subscribers.
because of rent money. Josh, if I remember correctly, Josh isn't actually a full-time YouTuber.
I see, I see.
and I'm representing it with brightness.
I plan on doing eventually. Okay, fucking damn, that's why you're here, Timon. Piss off. I mean, do high quality uploads and get to it. There's someone regularly in Patreon voice channel because Make It is profoundly ashamed. Exactly. In the Patreon, we do be balling though. That is, you know what? To be fair, I did the lightning thingamajig, the component first, in the Patreon channel to see if I would burn down my house. So if I do actually eventually, and well, my apartment. Let's not get. I'm still a small YouTuber. My apartment. If I'm renting it, it's not mine. So yeah, if I eventually do end up burning down my place, that's probably gonna happen on the Patreon channel.
That it would be so much more fun if it happened on live stream.
Any game you play? I like Oxygen Not Included a lot. Satisfactory and Oxygen Not Included are probably... And I used to play a lot of the finals. I was really good at the finals, like really, really good at the finals. But I haven't played it in a really long time. $750 for an apartment is still insane. You mean high or low? Because I'm moving to a cheaper one, don't worry. It's gonna be significantly cheaper.
And I'm representing it with brightness.
If I do enough tax avoidance, then I might even be able to sustain it off ad revenue in a good month. Not right now. This month I wouldn't be able to. I like Oxygen too, man. We have so much in common. Oh, by the way, Timon,
Yes, me.
Italian mappa is reminding you to breathe manually for a second.
I saw it.
Just in case. Tax avoidant personality disorder. Yup. That's good. Listen, if I work hard enough today and I finish the video, then tomorrow I will do a tax avoidance live stream, don't worry.
Now we can use this
Hell
gate to
yeah.
save a number. Now we can use this gate to save a number to it. It with brightness. Now we can use this gate to save a number. Now we can use this gate. Now we can use this gate to save a number to it. of the edit bit, and there we go.
Okay, there we go.
To save a number to it, turn off the edit bit, and there we go. We've saved the number.
Yay! 5 minutes in order to save a number. Are these the videos? I have to say, it's a pretty good one. It will definitely be in the top 16. I don't know how high, but it will definitely be there. It's pretty good. You're the best comment twice in my liars, you folks. Exactly. I don't tell you, tax avoidant personality disorders is really funny.
And I think this is a pretty good time to pause for a second, to truly appreciate what we've done. First, we started with a very simple...
Okay, right here what we need is we need this circuit. The entire circuit. Copy it and paste it right here.
First, we started with a very simple and basic logic gate, which we then combined to create a memory cell.
Okay, this is a bit, we need something a bit more dense right here. There we go.
First, we started with a very simple and basic logic gate.
Then this one.
Which we then combined to create a... and basic logic gate, which we then combine to create a memory cell.
Like this, like that. Why don't you have a separate playlist for math? Because I haven't made all that. I don't have a single math series, that's why. I've never made it. I don't know what the math series would even be about, honestly.
Probably math.
Damn, I didn't think of that actually.
I'm too good. Of course you do, Roblox.
The French invading it. Topology. Math is a very difficult topic to make into a series, you know? Or at least for me. Topology, differential geometry analysis, category theory, oh, ew. Group theory, many more. Yeah, but like, how would I make them into a series? Because for a series, the best way, in my personal opinion, to go for a series, the way I have been doing series, is you have a certain end kind of level of understanding. So for example, quantum mechanics, I eventually plan to end on electron orbitals as a real life example of practical application of something. For the computer science series, I plan to end with a swarm protocol you'll see in the future, and so on and so forth. What would you end on? Like, what's the end goal in, for example, I don't know, differential geometry series? Like, what are you trying to understand in the end? Make a video. A series on series. Piss off. One video of yours will hit 1 million views soon. Oh yeah, I guess it will. All I need is another one now. Because my wallet can't handle it.
Memory cell.
I know absolutely nothing about mathematics, and I know even less about group theory. All I know is that group theory exists, but like, I wanna learn how group theory describes the Rubik's Cube, so you could just...
But that's like a single video topic. That's like half a video topic, honestly. How group theory describes the Rubik's Cube.
Like, I wanna understand, like, I can solve it, but I also want to understand what I'm doing, and I know I need group theory for that, and I know absolutely nothing about it.
Basically, group theory timing is basically like the theory of creating an operation, kind of creating a certain kind of an operation. And so in the case of a Rubik's cube, you just like not shuffling, only I don't know what to call it, moving a single part of Rubik's cube, like that's your operation. And that's how we describe it. Do you think you'll do a discrete math series? I don't love discrete math. Funny enough, despite the fact that I freaking adore computer science, I for some reason don't really love discrete math. I prefer continuous. I prefer where things are functions. Continuous functions. You could do a whole abstract algebra series, and at the end you prove the unsolvability of a quintic through radicals.
The operation is composition of two things on the Rubik's, two moves. Yeah, make it Roblox. You just cleared everything up. I know everything about Rubik's Cube now. Yeah, no, I don't.
Sarcasm works better if you commit to it.
Yeah, but I don't want people to not understand it.
Then don't do sarcasm.
Where is my Rubik's Cube? Oh, I left it at a friend. Never mind. I miss my Rubik's Cube.
The whole often this video on solvability of Quintic alone if you speedrun it. But if you do a whole series, you can show a lot more cool details along the way. That's enough to stop paying rent for 3 months or you walk into one video. The thing is, I really want to switch to more and more practical things, which is kind of hard with mathematics.
Why do you wanna do that?
Because I like doing that. I like doing practical things.
Yeah, but including that and switching to it is just is a different thing.
Well, because if I like doing practical videos more than theoretical ones, then I just want to switch to doing practical videos because I like doing it. I don't need a better explanation than I like doing it.
But you also like making. Don't you like making theoretical videos too?
Yeah, I like them, but I like practical more.
Okay, I like hamburgers more than pizza. I still eat pizza.
Why?
Because just
Irrational. I like KFC more than McDonald's, and so I spent the past 4 months eating KFC like every 5 day out of the week, maybe 4 day out of the week, and not once gone to McDonald's. Like I like both, but I prefer KFC. I like a single brand of cappuccino, of like vanilla cappuccino that's at my store, and behind me I have 14 open used up packets of it. Well, not packets, only whole packs, because I've been drinking it non-stop for the past 2 months. I like frozen veggies more than any other kind of food I cook, so I have been eating frozen veggies exclusively for the past year, if not years.
are you perchance autistic or in possession of some other mental disorders?
I have Asperger. I don't know. Maybe. I have some mental disorders, but mental disorders was created by big society to sell them on being normal. make it. How about you practice being in a relationship instead? I tried and failed.
The memory cell.
I like the
Have
bloop
the
here.
ability to actually remember and store it.
I can't practice being in a relationship, so I need to practice electronics. Balancing between making the videos you love to making the videos that you get you views. Gemma, I don't mean to be that guy, but I don't make videos that to get views. I just don't. The thing is, I am. Well, we don't have to get into my psyche too much, but the point is, look at the views of my most recent videos. Does it really feel like I'm balancing these two together? I'm exclusively doing the videos I want nowadays. And that's it. Which, to be fair, 1, 2, 3 of them were math. So, like, piss off. Doesn't. Also, why are you so upset about me making practical videos? Didn't you want chemistry time in?
I mean, listen, I'm not. Okay, 2 things. First off, chemistry doesn't need to be practical. Second, I like a lot of your videos, like both theoretical and practical. So I'm not upset about you making theoretical video about you making practical videos. I would just really miss the theoretical videos too, because I like both.
I don't mean to be that guy, but in the past, what is it, 4 months, 5 months, I have done 2 practical videos. And that was exclusively the controller and making an asset from an asset.
I know, like, right
Those
now,
were the only 2 practical ones.
like, I don't have the problem with the current ratio, but if you say
The current ratio is fucking 90 to 1.
Okay, like, listen. Like, I wouldn't have a listen. Like, I don't have.
Fucking hell. Reblax, can you stop? I want to include the being in a relationship as officially a J-Rage reference now into the best comments, but I've already had it too many times. That's really funny to me. Mickey doesn't want to do big abstract math videos. He's a YouTuber because he likes it, not because some big responsibility implemented by a higher power. The thing is, my plan for the future is simple. I personally will make only practical videos. However, I will be releasing like 1 theoretical video a month. That's because I want to make practical videos because I like doing practical things, and the theoretical videos will just be the high quality ones. That's my plan. So, for example, I can build a robot, I can build a controller, I can make a whole protocol for a thing, foreshadowing, and I can just release those videos whenever I finish that practical project, because I think practical projects are cool as they are. I can, I know, make a bulletproof naked mask. Yes, that's also on my to-do list, but making the polymers that are actually bulletproof is really difficult and dangerous. And so on and so forth. However, once a month I could do like an episode of an electromagnetism series, for example, in which case it would be a massive video every month, and it would be polished and so on and so forth. The thing is, as I get better and better at making videos, the standards for those videos just get higher and higher. And if I can be brutally honest with you, at some point, like in this case, it's just no longer enjoyable to just put this much effort into a single video. There is a point, like, in the video making process where I just end up hating the video. And if they take this much time to make, I just end up hating them for most of the time, which is not fun.
Isn't that why I'm here?
That is why you're here, exactly! Stop
what's the
complaining,
issue?
you've consented. What do you mean,
Yes,
what's
I
the
did.
issue? You started this. Like, you're the one who... I mean, you can't just... That's kind of like calling someone and then asking them why they called you. You started this. What do you mean, what's the issue?
Yes, and when I tried to explain that you misunderstood me, you just randomly cut me off with in the middle of a sentence.
What do you mean? What's the issue? You started.
Yeah, and then I realized that you misunderstood me. So I started to explain the misunderstanding, and in the middle of the sentence you cut me off.
You asked what's the issue after you... whatever. I cannot
I
with you.
tried to explain myself like 5 minutes before I asked what's the issue.
I swear, you are just here to test my anger management. It's so tempting right now to draw a graph of the conversation, just like a linear chart to show you at what point what happened, but I need to learn to let things go sometimes. There was a sleep cycle, like waking up at midnight and then at 10, then sleeping through your brain or something like that. I have no idea what that means. Would you rather have a very loyal but small viewer base that helps you pay rent using Patreon, or a very big, less loyal viewer base that gets you ad money? I would rather live in a forest and just be a hermit, if I'm completely honest. I have to say, I used to think that all of those industrial revolution and its consequences has been disastrous for the humankind. People were quite silly, and J-Rage advocating for just just ruining society was also just a bit. But man, with every passing day, at 100,000, will you do a face reveal? No, 100,000. That's too low. Please, I need my hat trick. This is one of my claim to fame. I need to get it from whatever J-Rage said. No, for that you need more subscribers. If I made the most beautiful art, if I may have the mansion with a bunch of cars, if I made introspective videos that captured your heart, you'd see them online, you might change your mind. I was poor before, and now I'm still poor, but this... the J-Rage mind virus. Forest Gremlin, make it era when I want it so badly. A curse amulet possessed by a guy, except he has a mask and not a curse amulet, but my point still stands. I do have that aura, don't I? That vibe. I see it.
Read the memory cell, which had the...
I'm possessed by a demon, except the demon isn't like some kind of cool fire-breathing one from hell, only it's just a fucking internet person.
memory cell, which had the ability
Just
to
Crowley.
actually remember and store a bit that we've
Crowley wasn't possessed. What's possessing?
inside it. Remember and store a bit that we've put inside it.
Can you possess yourself?
That's a good question. I would make the argument you can. Auto-possession.
Out of these individual memory cells, we've combined 8 of them in order to create a simple register capable of storing a single 8-digit long binary number. So there we go. Now you should understand from scratch how you can
I was born before and now I'm still born, but I've got more. You subscribe. Damn it, Reblax. Damn you. I blame you for feeding it. Honestly, you and Remco are such a bad influence on me. What video will you do if you ever collab with J-Resh? Oh, hold on, I had an idea. That's a good question. I kind of... That's a good question. I feel like it would be really tempting to find some kind of scientific process which requires just an awful lot of force, and then just do that scientific process and call the video how to make a bomb tutorial. That would be that would be tempting. And then, you know, we obviously would need some kind of chemical reaction to like achieve that lots of force. I think that's what I would do. He's a forest gremlin. Make it from a make verse when there is a make it verse. I don't know if you know about this, but there is a make it verse. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. The make it verse. There it is. That's the make it verse. Oh, that's as far as I rendered. The Bill cipher is the last one apparently.
That's a lot of make it. I like the catboy one in the background. That's the one that's trying to sell you crypto, right?
Yes.
Alright, I remember. Cool.
I really like the way the American one went off with the gun actually getting fired. That was a neat one. The miner makers were just completely corrupted because of just the reflection on everything. Oh, the balloon maker! I forgot about that one. Didn't know that one was in there.
And I found the make it in the middle is just so over with all this, all these other
Yeah.
idiots.
Just done. Where's the French make it in it? I could add some more makers actually, because there are a lot more makers in this. This ain't even half of them.
You need to add them.
Yeah, but it takes
What's
like 2 hours to render a single frame. Because I'm
What's the shadow in the middle? The small shadow in the middle.
in the small shadow in the middle. Which one?
In the like at the like a bit right, like other right. The one with two yellow eyes.
Oh, this. That's the Bill Cipher make it. That no one got the reference of, because you all are just uncultured.
I mean, I know Bear Cipher. I just don't know how this is Bear Cipher, but alright.
I'm gonna lose it.
I didn't see the show because the first 3 episodes were boring, so I gave up. Alright, I see on the stream, alright.
I didn't see the show because of it. Imagine if someone said that about Good Omens.
Good Omens' first 3 episodes are not
Now you
boring.
should understand from scratch.
Neither are Gravity Falls.
I mean, I know that it gets good later, but the first 3 episodes are boring.
No, the
Sorry.
Gravity Falls episodes first three also bangers. They're all bangers. Make it just 2 less yellow and 2 less triangular. You can't actually see it, but hold on, because hold on, Theo. That's because the Bill cipher was made for the corner. That's what I made the Bill cipher for. Hold on, I need to find it. There it is. That's Bill cipher corner. Is that sufficiently yellow and triangular? Because the thing that upsets me is that right here, with this make it being in the corner, still no one recognized it. No one recognized it was Bill Cipher make it. No one got the reference. Bill Cipher make it would be sick. Man. That means somewhere out there there's a universe where Forrest gonna make it, having a 5 of no Korea and make it winning. You start with that means I don't see the causal link, but you know what? I get it.
How you can store binary numbers using logic gates. Next, it's time to operate with them.
I kind of want to get drunk.
What?
Yeah, I have a thing. I have enough things to make Aperol on my floor. The aperitivo and whatever the other one, prosecco. I think those are the two. I have the bottles just sitting there in the middle of my office because I bought some like 2 days ago, and I kind of want to get drunk.
Using a multiplier.
Hold on.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I probably won't. I have that want to get drunk every now and then, but I never do, so it should be fine. Import this, another trans folder.
Using logic gate.
I transitioned this one to the wrong thing. There we go.
How you can store binary numbers using logic gates. Next, it's time to operate with them.
Perfection. Should be fine. Red flags, you're trying to tie every single word in the English language to a J-Ridge reference, and I don't appreciate it because it already is. I was about to say I'm fine, but fuck, I'm fine. The Denial song started playing in my head. I'm so glad that J-Ridge invented being fine and regular and normal and mentally stable. I agree.
Yeah, that guy I just look at that guy and it just screams fine and normal and mentally stable and regular. Yes.
No, but no, you don't understand. You don't understand that. Hold on, let me find the video. Let me find the video. You don't understand. Where's the video?
I won't be hearing the sound because I'm in the Discord call.
Oh, I got the J-Red video on my main. He uploaded an hour ago. Oh, there we go. You don't understand. He was. Why did I get that? What is going on?
I'm guessing these are some stuff from a song.
Hi everybody.
No, hold on. There we go. You understand? He was like wacky, but it was a bit, and he ended the vid.
After a lot of introspection,
I'm not hearing it. As I said,
decided to
streams
finally
muted because I'm in Discord
end
call.
the bit. Bit's been good for a while.
I mean, can you
but
not talk over when I'm showing stuff?
I'm making this video to let you know that after a lot of introspection and deliberation, I have decided to finally end the bit. Bit's been good.
Yeah, see, he was just wacky. He ended the bit in that video, and he's been normal ever since. He just ended the bit. Don't look into why Good Omens was cancelled. Is disturbing. Was Good Omens cancelled? What do you mean? Good Omens wasn't.
Yes, it is. The third season was first like not even gonna happen. Then it's gonna be like 1 90-minute episode, but Neil Gaiman isn't allowed to work on it.
Why?
I'll tell you in private.
How bad is it that we can't even talk about it on stream? My goodness, I listen, one of the recurring bits is me saying that abortion is a complicated issue because I like the idea of killing kids, but I don't like the idea of giving women more rights. And you can't... I don't know. He's invented for no... Ended the bit, but the bite lives on. Harder words have never been spoken, Theo. Honestly. Ending the bit, but the bite lives on. Multiplication! My file explorer is not responding. Okay, there we go. This go in. Perfect.
Logic gates. Next, it's time to operate with them.
Oh, that is smooth.
Numbers using logic gates. Next, it's time to operate with them. Using a multiplier, but
Yeah, we want the music to end, and right here we want to start a completely new kind of music, for which we need to select this like so. Then this right here is where it's okay. I can't even think the word okay without being reminded of a J-Rish. And once again, I was about to say I'm fine. Damn you, Rebax! My messages are like 5 minutes ago stuff. Oh, I see. You transitioned? Congrats. Yeah, I transition all the time. Hobby of mine. There we go.
Now you should understand from scratch how you can store binary numbers using logic gates. Next, it's time to operate with them. Using
And right here we need some other kind of music. Personally, I'm more anti-baby than pro-choice. Exactly. I'm okay not bargaining. My heart is warm inside. Oh! If it be a fantasy that I had been broken, never to be complete. Never. Smile on my face when we done in the rain. I always loop it on itself for no reason. Where is dance groove? There we go. No, it's too much. Suncore? What is Suncore? We'll get the grooving. Nasty groove, that's gonna be a good one. This in here. -10, let's try it.
using
Last night at 1 AM I realized I am in fact not J-Rish, but rather the anti-J-Rish. Horseshoe theory! Horseshoe theory! How does one with no experience of making friends in the past make friends now? Oh, buddy, you are asking. Oh, you are asking in. I don't know if you're asking in the right place. I struggle. So, I don't feel comfortable giving you advice on that.
using
I-
multiplier, but I haven't
I
explained.
could try to give advice, but
I don't know, ask
gonna-
Timon. Ask Timon or Theo. Those are the people.
I would need more context, like yeah, I can't just like I can't even speak via my trying to give
Using
advice.
You should just end at I need more context. Don't continue.
All right.
multiplier, but I haven't explained how it works yet. So
You overcommit. You like give too much info. The relevance thing again. You don't need to specify that there is no asbestos in the apples. That is implied.
Okay, but like I wanted to specify what kind of context I need, but I couldn't put it in words, so I started to stutter.
I'm guessing the rough description of their life, what kind of friends they're trying to make, how they're trying to make them. How does one with no... Oh wait, no. My apples are vegan. Mine are not actually. I specifically make sentient apples to then kill them. It's just the joy of ending a life, you know? That's more important to me than the flavor of the apple.
using a multiplier, but I haven't actually explained how it works.
You know, like a binary beeps and boops would go really well over there. We need binary beeps and boops.
Asbestos is vegan.
You're not wrong. How good are you at giving life advice? Depends. It depends. Is it regarding an instrumental goal or is it regarding a terminal goal? Regarding instrumental goals, I am a banger. Just great. Phenomenal. Mwah. Regarding terminal goals... Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom.
I mean, Mick died, but I'm still here. So, yeah, you know what, anarchy, go off with the anarchy. Alright, have fun.
Have fun with what? What happened? Been
Oh, you
binge
died for a
watching.
while.
Yeah, I said I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
What does another animal mean? Is it eating humans or its own species? Well, it means eating its own species. Where are you from? Like, what country are you in now? Like, just the country. Specifying an awful lot. Poland. Unless it's Halloween, you wouldn't need to worry about foreign objects and food items. I always worry. I always scan them. Just in case. You can never be too careful. Whose names would make it right in the Death Note? The IRS! The DMV! The ADF! It's a funny meme. I don't have much of a genuine answer. I feel like... Let's make it fair. Random. I feel like I would go at random, you know? Random name combinations. Just to make it a bit more chaotic. Throw in some flavor into the life, you know?
I don't know, I would maybe start with people who are like currently making wars and committing genocides, but like you go off, have your fun.
No, I would go random. I would go random.
These are the actual proofs that like you are actually a deity, because like this world can't exist like this with a mentally stable and loving God. But like now I'm starting to understand why this world is like this. If you're a deity or something, yeah, it all makes sense now.
The gods are just all bipolar. That's why. Flip a coin in the Discord every time. Exactly. If I wrote Jesus Christ in the Death Note, would he resurrect himself? I feel like now we're asking the real questions. You need to know the peasant's face though. You can't do random names. Then we'll just look him up. The internet exists. Holy shit, that's powerful actually for me. Oh, we need a Death Note then. Do you actually need to know a peasant's face? That's convenient. That's really convenient. I don't mean to be that guy, but I have quite an advantage. Oh no, gross. Not this. Why are all of them so aggressive? All of them are so unpleasant to listen to. This one's the least unpleasant. No, all of them are just horrible to listen to. No lie, that's not how it fucking book works! That meme is great. Crazy stream. It's very average. Where is my... I have a bear open, but that's unrelated. Oh, shucks, I turned off. Know what I meant. Now, audio, sound, blip, right, this. Although if I only do it once, it's gonna sound weird.
Using a multiplier, but
Not bad, could be worse, who cares? Crazy stream make it hasn't even make the Joker voice. Shh, you are not good for me. Name and face. I do have it. Advantage. Crazy hamburger, not. Make a deal, Origami. You can have your eyes show you the real name of somebody, so all you need is the face. Once again, very convenient.
Using a multiplier.
How are we only on 6 minutes? I wanna get drunk.
I haven't actually explained how it works yet, and so the insides are just straight up
Or like sleep.
magic to us right now. Which,
Then go to
well,
sleep.
it won't really work as a practicer of.
Can't you need to be tired to go to sleep? Or sleepy?
But I haven't actually explained how it works yet, and so the insides are just straight up magic.
That's why getting drunk is so convenient, because then it's a new blacking out. You know? Would you trade half your lifespan for 10 million subscribers? No. Obviously not. Is your name what they call it? A legal name though? The plan's ambiguous. That's actually a good question. What's considered a real name for like the Death Note? Legal name. That's the whole plot point in the series. Wait, so like the Death Note. That's alright. I don't mean to be that guy. But does that mean that the I don't know much about Death Note, but does that mean that Death Note as it's in its own that's like plugged into the governmental inner workings of determining what's someone's real legal name? There are people. What happens to the okay? What about the people who don't have a legal name? What happens to the people who don't have a government name? Because that happens. There are some people who due to certain weird circumstances just don't have a legal government name. Are they like immune? Immortality? Well, they're still mortal, you know? They're not deities. Yeah. They're just immune to the Death Note. That's not how magic used to work. Honestly, people nowadays.
But I haven't actually explained how it works yet, and so the insides are just straight up magic to us right now, which, well,
Oh, hold on. Speaking of magic, actually, I forgot this is the bit in the video where I do this.
multiplier. But I haven't actually explained how it works yet, and so the insides are just straight up magic to us right now. How it works yet, and so the insides are just straight up magic to us right now, which
There we go.
the insides are just straight up magic to us right now, which well,
Like people, people are just like making good, but like, what if someone has a legal name, but like they don't actually use that name like ever because they have been using a different name for like ages. They just didn't go through the legal process to changing it, but like no one even remembers their old name or whatever. Like
Transphobic
One
Death Note
time.
really concept. I'm more curious about people who don't have name, because if cost of the lifespan is half, that's a shitty deal. In ownership, you lose all memories of it until you regain ownership. Your lifespan stays half, and if you ask for the eyes again to regain Death Note, it gets halved again. Damn. That's a lot of rules. What would be one thing you trade half your lifespan for? I would trade I would be fine trading half of my lifespan for tripling my lifespan. I would be fine with that.
I would maybe for world peace and no more harm and perfect planet and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I would do it for tripling my lifespan.
Like a world peace wouldn't be enough, but like I don't know if we were like world peace and environmental issues solved, and no more harm to not just human, but no more harm to humans, but also no more harm to animals, and also like just and this continues on like forever and ever and ever, and yeah, that I'd give up half my lifespan.
No, I wouldn't. I would still triple. Triple and give it to the next person. Do you think we'll get immortality before you die of old age? Yes, I do. I do think that. Unless something kills me beforehand. We'll see.
Which
Right here we need Lumage Recolor. Actually, no, we don't. We can keep this. Yes, we can. Oh, but that would require a tad more of a 3D work. And then beforehand also the music, which we need epic music for. Fortunately, Production Crate is really good for epic music.
Production crate. Production. Production. Production crate. Production.
Then I'm looking for something very specific, like a short, really quick rise. No, that starts high. Make its whole personal life details when. I don't have a personal life. Well, actually, no, I guess I do, which is not interesting. Because what you have to realize that my personal life is not a social life, which means my personal life are just the thoughts I don't share. And if I thought that my thoughts were interesting, I would have shared them already. So, you know, by definition, not interesting. So having again, so 25. Have you ever played Balatro? Yes, I have. I played it on stream even, multiple times. Oh, this is good. This can work. Okay. Alright, this can work. This should be fine. Make it, why didn't you read my messages? Because you keep repeating the same exact message over and over. Listen, if I don't read your message once, then I either missed it, or I just don't find it interesting. And you were asking me to say something in reverse. It's not interesting. So my mind just kind of... After you sent it for like the 7th time, my mind just kind of blared you. I stopped doing that. Well, as I mentioned, my mind just kind of blared you after you did it 7 times. That's the magic number. After someone repeats something next to me 7 times in a row, then my mind just kind of washes them off. He don't read chat, he said himself. That is true, I don't read chat, yeah. Make it psychology lessons. I don't know psychology. I don't think I'm the best person to teach you about psychology, considering how I don't know psychology.
which, just as a refresher, first one has mana.
Alright, there we go.
Yet, and so the insights are just straight up magic to us right now, which, well, it won't really work as a practicer of. And so the insights are just.
Why is this brighter? That shouldn't be brighter. Oh, it's because the volume, I swapped it around for no gosh dang reason. Right, I remember now.
But I haven't actually explained how it works box yet, and so the insides are just straight up magic to us right now, which...
And right here we need to do blender. We're at 6 minutes. Not bad. Could be worse. Could be much worse. Make it many of my careful crafted parody of the first the most subscribers was not interesting. I really don't reflex. I cannot. J-Reg virus. I'm already infected. Taking a minor game development looks like my computer science major, but I'm not sure if it's recommended. Any advice? If you like game development, go for it. Why not? Some of when something is repeated often enough, it starts losing its meaning. Yeah. If the stream's still going, I don't know, I'm getting really hungry. And when I get hungry, I get irritable. And when I get irritable, then I stop being entertaining.
Oh no, all contrary, when I do tend to enjoy when you get very irritated. It's always very funny.
Not when I get genuinely irritated. I need to get irritated, like, in a silly way. Like with the malls or with... what was the other things? Any convention, basically. Any plus minus in electricity, stuff like these. Then I get genuinely irritated. You are already hopelessly sick. It's terminal. Why Timon have rainbow hair? Is he LGTV? Timon? No. No, never. Timon is straight as a spring. Honestly. Timon is straight as an intersection.
No, I drew this before, like, I think when I drew this, I kind of like heard it that it has a meaning, but like I didn't really care, and I just picked these colors because they looked cool, and then I later learned that, oh yeah, like this is an actual use, but I don't care. It has been my profile picture for like forever, and I intend to keep it.
Yeah, straight as a donut. Do you think they overreacted about COVID? What kind of question is that? That's a wild change of topics. Are you trying to get me political or something? We're not here to do political stuff. We're here to edit the video, which is going swimmingly.
Now, which, well, right now, which...
Polytetrafluoroethylene, before I give you an answer, I want you to make a guess. You can base it on my accent or whatever you wanna, just make a guess.
I am the kind of person who frantically Googles Centricide 7 analysis to get more insight into the role. I'd have to say, analysis of the Centricide? German. That's a curious guess.
Every guess is curious because no one can guess it because, yeah.
Because they forget your country exists.
And it's not just they forget my country exists, but they also like you can't just, I don't know, forget that you forget that Austria exists, but so you guess Germany, and okay, close enough because similar language and stuff like that. No, like it doesn't work. Like if you don't know the specific accent, you're not even gonna get close because close answers just don't exist. It's just you either like hit right in the middle or give a very far answer.
We are so very European.
That would be, yeah.
That is similar, to be fair, as an accent. It is.
I mean, but yeah, Dutch is still Germanic. Like Dutch is a Germanic language, so German would have been like kind of close.
Timon is Hungarian.
Yeah.
Because you were starting to get off topic without answering the question. Only analysis. What do you want me to do? Algebra. Algebra. I'm not putting your. I'm not putting it in the best comments again, Reblex. I'm done with that. You had your free. That's well. Have you had your free, or have you had your two only? No, you had two, but you had your two. That's enough. Would you trade Hungary for UK to join the EU? Yes, I would. Unfortunately, I made some phone calls, but apparently that couldn't have been arranged. I tried my best.
Yeah, it would be better for the EU. I personally wouldn't because I like having the EU citizenship, but it would be better for the entire gosh darn world if that happened.
I'm curious.
just better
Well,
for
I mean, it's
everyone.
possible that if you moved before Hungary left, you could probably like keep your European
Yeah, I do intend to get
reactions.
citizenship
More
somewhere
reactions.
else.
Hi, the comedian. Hi.
I,
Right, I'm editing this. I remember now. Blender.
Remco would cry at the statement. Yeah, I agree. Like, heck it, my accent is painful.
To be honest, I
listen
personally
to.
think that everyone in and around Germany has a very similar accent. I know it's true for us though. Where are you from? Politetrafluorethin? Just quick question, because I'm curious. I can fathom a guess, but I would like a confirmation. Indonesia. So basically, whenever any accent from a region sounds similar to all the accents around it, if you don't live in that region. Hence why I said a bit earlier on that we are supremely European, because like we only concern ourselves with European accents, which there are what, like 5 families of them, 6. Central European. I can't read it in the German accent. How am I supposed to? Oh, you're right. Floor. That's right. This should be easy.
Yeah, but I mean, around Germany, most countries just speak Germanic languages, though. Like Austria speaks German.
Poland.
Like, Switzerland
Yeah.
speaks German. Like, okay, yeah, Poland is Slavic. I know that. Yeah. Okay, we don't count Slavic countries.
France. You're right. Like all of them, Germanic.
Okay, not all of.
So many. Slavic accent is cute. My boyfriend has that. I'm assuming "by" is misspelling of "my," in which case that's neat. Is it? I wouldn't know. I do have to say, as much of a cliche as it is, French is kind of neat. French accent. Mwah. I know it's a cliche, but I get cliche is for a reason. I personally really like Australian. I say mate a lot for that reason.
I like British and Slavic.
And British is another cliche, but for a reason, yeah. British is neat.
Yeah. So, like, listen, if someone has a British accent, I'm in love. Already. Like, I probably should never go to Britain because I would just, yeah, no.
French is meme baguette bread. The only thing I like more than just making fun of French people is, well, I don't know. I'll think of someone. Make it. What's your favorite accent? I don't really have a favorite. I said French is neat, just as Australian, but I don't really have much of a like for accents. I never found it too interesting.
I don't even know what a French accent sounds like. I know what the French language sounds like, but I have
Watch
no
Lupin.
idea.
Watch Lupin. It's a great show. It will teach you. Will you do a Q&A at 100,000? I will do it at 50,000. French accent is fucking stupid. Said the French person.
Well, to be fair, Roblox doesn't really have an accent, or at least I didn't really hear it.
You didn't hear it? Everyone has an accent. What do you mean?
Okay, everyone has.
I don't like it when it's always so funny to me when people say I don't think that person has an accent, or especially if they're referring to themselves. I don't think I have an accent. You
Okay,
only
that's not-
everyone only recognizes accents when they're different. That's the point.
Okay, this like what I meant is that I didn't hear anything like very specific that would make it different from I don't know an every I didn't hear anything that would make it unique, and you know what I mean. Like I didn't hear.
Stop saying you know what I mean. I absolutely never know what you mean. Technically, Britishers don't have an accent, as there. That's not how it works. British people do have an accent. Americans have an accent. Everyone has an accent. It's just that when you're in a certain country, you don't recognize the accent as your own because you're used to it. That's why I know if you live in Germany, you as a German, when talking about other Germans, would say that they don't have an accent. Because from your point of view, you're so used to the accent that it is no longer an accent. Accent is recognized as the contrast in the way of speaking, not as the way of speaking itself. Because that way everyone has an accent.
Okay, let's just say that.
That's why I
Roblox
find it
doesn't
so
have-
especially funny when people say that someone doesn't have an accent to like a multilingual group of people, because from the perspective of every single person, they themselves don't have an accent, which is funny. In fact, I have no accent because I'm built different.
Okay, but like you know that like a very basic American English that is just all over the internet and everywhere, and just everyone just picks it up if they and it's like yeah, Quasar, exactly, perfect example. Yeah, that like I
Quasar
don't
also
see
has an
that-
accent, yes.
Yes, I know, but like still, what I'm talking about is the like basic bitch American. So like I don't really see here Roblox having so unique differences that I could point out that oh yeah, that's a French accent. I'm like okay, that's a dude speaking.
Yeah, he did say he put a lot of work into just removing the accent, so you know.
Yeah, I know, like, and I'm saying it worked.
Have an accent makes me create this thing as the learn languages and influencing different spoken languages and multiple factors. No, I just speak English. It's I am doing the reverse of what people find impressive. You know, everyone always acts so impressive when someone else learns an additional language. I'm going one step further. I'm forgetting a language. That's just even better.
That's just Americans.
That's me. Computer CPU and frames, then what we need is the multiplication, right, and then this one.
One thing that I'm annoyed about is that I personally really love the Hungarian language. Like I don't know every language, like based on what I know about other languages, I would go as far that, like, even if I wasn't Hungarian, I would say that Hungarian is my favorite language. Like, it's such a great language, I promise you. But it's so damn useless because no one cares about the country, and it's just the worst, far the worst place in the EU and stuff like that. And like, yeah, it's such a good language. And obviously, no one would learn it because like it's useless and stupid like the country, but like. No, like the country is useless and stupid. That's why no one would learn the language of the country. But it's still such a cool language.
Oh, I'm gonna do something fun here. I'm gonna use the fact that I have a license. If you had the choice, which country would you have chosen to be born into? Somewhere in Europe. I've landed in a pretty sweet spot. Somewhere in Europe is fine.
Yeah, agree. Like anything that is like northern Europe or Western Europe, basically anything that is like EU but not Hungary. That's basically, but like maybe Sweden or Norway or maybe the Netherlands, but this is one of the Denmark maybe. I don't know. Some of those kind of shenanigans. Those are neat.
Your native language is valid library influences your accent in different languages. Maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't know.
That is true. Like the first language you learn to speak is like the language part of our brain is massive and influences a lot of stuff and thinking and everything. So like the first language you learn makes way more impact than you think. So like what your native language is impacts impacts your way of communication and the way you think about language and the way you move your mouth a lot, and that is not something you can just unlearn. Like,
Hold my beer.
you can't do it. Keeping timestamps when you don't use the in. I actually have a. Oh no, I didn't write the date down, but I am keeping timestamps when you don't use the in a sentence.
Very dick move.
You were so offended when I pointed it out, so I
Yeah,
just,
I'm not offended, upset that I did that.
but it's normal. Don't worry about like it's.
I could say
fine.
something right now to make you understand, and it takes a lot of effort to stop myself from it. Hold on. I need to place and make it. Ah, the floor is too short. The shortest to floor. Now let's place it right here. That could be good. You should actively refuse to learn active contracts. Okay. Should be proper. Should be proper good. Now what do I need? Existential crisis, furthermore, I am having perpetual and I'm never gonna end the bit. You know what they say? Existential crisis ends when your existence ends. This in the name.
Which, well...
Okay, so we need which make it first. Not like which, only which. Huh. I was poor before, now I'm still poor, but I got more YouTube subscribers. Now I'm still kind of a poor, but I got more YouTube subscribers. There we go. Oh, fun to the World War. Europe doing World War is a Minecraft PvP zone. I kind of well, I mean, yeah. Mickey, what do you think of live chat? It ain't bad. I give it a solid 7, but I won't tell you out of what. Frames and then make it. It's the make it frame. I know this request. I wonder if I was thinking on the way it didn't matter. I was like, so hotlines, you can't compete with me. Don't almost call suicide hotlines, just call them. They're there for a reason. If you're thinking about committing suicide, just call the suicide prevention hotline. Don't flirt with it. There we go. Now the thinking make it. Actually, this goes a bit back on the thinking make it. There we go. Nah, why you offset this time? There, stay. I think this is always a bit awkward, but I'm willing to let it go. Render image. Do you always animate every frame in your videos frame by frame and using Blender 3D models? Isn't using 2D models easier? So many things there. Well, when 3D Maker is on the screen, yes. I don't have a 2D model. Also, 2D models don't look quite as well. 3D drawings maybe, but 3D drawings take even more than 3D models. The 2D drawings take even more than 3D models. Like, the video will be played on a 2D screen, so using 3D models is one dimension wasted. And that, kids, is why you shouldn't do weed. Lycan, Lycan, are you spreading something around the class right now? It has summer brain world. If you have an investment for a mocap suit to make animating yourself faster, aren't they like crazy expensive? Because in that case, I just simply cannot afford it.
Which, well, it won't really work as a practicer of.
I'm exhausted. I've been sleeping a lot recently. I wanna go to sleep again. Having trouble waking up in the morning. I recently had a dream that I was part of the Blacklist crew and we were raiding some kind of building and I had to just freaking get my way out and there was a lot of guns and cake. That was a dream. I was going through an entire building filled with guns and cake. That was it. I was just eating guns and shooting cake. Or the other way around, who cares? It was a good dream. That's for green version and realization mortality. Damn. Have you ever fell asleep in the midst of a slash stream? No, I have never. Not entire checkups, not never. It takes a lot of active effort to stream. I don't know if you noticed, but I never just doze off. Well, I do from time to time, but I also always apologize for it. Streams aren't really for me. They're meant... I'm here for charity, apparently. Which, you know, means I need to be entertaining or whatever. So I can't just sit here and doze off quietly. So I don't think quiet streams or silent streams are entertaining. I don't think that's entertaining at all, if I'm to be completely honest. A lot of people have been asking me for a sleeping stream, which I just don't understand. The internet, honestly, I'm just an old man who's yelling at the cloud. Is this a good pose? I haven't got a clue.
Bye, Roblox.
Bye, Redbox, bye, see ya. 3 hours long, what how many bottles of Red Bull? Make its age equals 64 confirmed? Damn. How did you get me to figure out this quickly?
It won't rework as a practice. It won't rework.
Okay, now what we need is we needed to zoom away. From 3 to 60. Why did you get so silent all of a sudden, Timon?
Whatever. I'm not silent. I said bye to Roblox.
Weak defense. The background is a bit yucky, isn't it? Well, this one looks nice, but this is a bit yucky. We can either saturate it or we can turn it around. Let's see which one will look better. Okay, saturation looks like garbage. And that is not what I meant either. A rotating galaxy scene would be cool on the videos. I'll have to see. Let's do this. I think this looks a bit better. Alright, neat, nice, fantastic, festive, lovely. Just great. I'm exhausted. You know what? That's it for the stream, I think. I think that's it. I'm going. I'm probably just gonna sit on the floor, disassociate for like 30 minutes and then eat something and then finish the video. So, that was fun. We did a fair bit of walk. And for now, I suppose that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day.